What's up, guys? Today we're playing Epic 7 and we are working on building the best accounts that we possibly can to climb that ladder. Now, this is the fourth out of the fifth video in the series, so I'll put the other videos in the link below, but this one is all about conquest points, so let's go ahead and get started. The Conquest shop is where we have an opportunity to spend the points that we get while we're playing Arena. You can also get these points by doing your high command missions, which you know that I love. I do the Conquest and the Ancient Coins so that you have non-stop currency to buy all the things that you need to progress in your game. Now, the frame is something people do like to have. You get this, through your weekly ranking, but largely is not going to help you very much. Unknown Slate is amazing. This allows you to put an imprint on any hero at all in the game that starts as a 5-star. This means that you can go in and do your Edward, you can go in and do any kind of hero that you want that gives you an amazing imprint. Now, the imprints that we're typically looking for, if you like to go fast in PvP, you're looking for a speed imprint. Personally, I really love to have crit chance imprints because this means that I can have less crit chance on my gear to build really solid heroes that can get up to 100% crit. So make sure, this is the very first thing that I always buy every season. Make sure that you go in and you buy this very first thing before you get anything else. Unknown Slate. Now, your molagora, everyone needs molas. You can buy one per week and it'll cost you 150. If you're doing your NPC battles to get those conquest points, to get the sky stones, if you have your high command going with your conquest points and ancient coins, this is never going to be a problem. You can buy this every single week. Make sure you do it by Sunday, because then you lose your chance. But this is a free molagora they put in the game just for you to play it. Energy you should be buying every single day. You can get 120 energy here basically for free, right? Because we're using our high command, we're beating our NPCs. That's literally all you have to do to make sure you're getting this. This is going to give you, what is that, like 6 free hunts, right? 180,000 gold. The chance to get sky stones, the chance to get equipment, to get reforged materials, and it's all for free. You need to be buying this. And in fact, I made a video on friendship. Friendship has another bunch of energy in there that you can get. It's not quite as much as this, but make sure you're going in every single day and buying your friendship points. Now, this is a chance where we can get gear, and it's level 88. You will never have enough reforged materials to make all of your gear level 90. So level 88 can come in quite a good handy, right? But I'm going to say that level 88 gear does not have as high percentage chance to roll a fantastic substat than it does level 85 gear. When Smilegate came out, they gave us all the percentages on how this gear rolls. Level 85 gear has a much higher chance to roll a max roll. So when you're rolling level 88 gear, just understand that even though a 9 attack is the highest possible roll you can get, you're more likely to get a 6 or something that's in the middle, right? Speed, highest roll you can get is a 4, you're more likely to get a 3, and so on. Now, having said that, all of this gear starts with really great high scores. Starting with 5 speed, which is the max, starting with 5 crit chance, 6 damage. I mean, this is amazing, right? If you can get this piece to roll into crit speed, maybe even crit damage, you can use this on just a ton of guys. Now, the problem is a lot of people don't use these sets, and they do rotate. Also, people don't always use the kind of boots that they have here. I personally barely ever use attack boots. Almost all my boots are speed. So as you're going through, kind of think about what you're going to use, what kind of characters you can build, and then look for those items first. We just saw that we have a crit damage with speed and crit chance. Amazing. Now, it doesn't have HP on it, and that's okay. It could roll into a defense stat, and that's going to be great on a lot of heroes too. Something like a carrot, something like a ML Kawazu, something like a Violet, they're really going to use these items. Same thing here, speed, crit damage, fantastic. You probably want to kind of avoid getting into effect resist, which means that it's definitely going to go into that if it has the chance. I would say go ahead and buy these if you have a ton of conquest points, if you're doing PvP, but to me, these are not a super high priority because they don't roll amazing. Having said that, I do have quite a lot of these pieces. Now, below this, you'll have the opportunity to get into past sets for a discount. So this is the normal standard price. It's 400 of your endurance crest and 1200 conquest points. If we go down a little further, we can see that we start to get items that are like 70% off, right? So especially if we go into the speed set, it does look pretty good. You're not going to get a ton of substats, but it does look pretty good. In these old sets, not only does it start with a lower value, you can see that we're starting here with 6 defense, 6 HP, 4 speed, but a lot of them have effect resist. I don't know if Smilegate thought we would all be using like a ton of effect resist gear, but we don't, okay? If you can hear this, we don't. A lot of this gear got trashed or it's just not being used. Now, there are some really nice sets. You can get especially into this penetration set. This gear rolled pretty good for me. Penetration is really big on a ton of heroes. Again, with the attack boots. I did stick this on somebody though, so I am using it. But this is a great place to get penetration, especially if you can't farm Katie's. This necklace is pretty good. The necklace in Hell Raid is amazing. Go get that necklace. This one's good, but the Hell Raid necklace, fantastic. Make sure you're picking that up. Now, we can also get into some of the older sets that maybe you might also have a use for, but I would put them much lower priority, even though they're 70% off, right? Speed set would probably be okay. I am still using a lot of pieces from this destruction set, but much lower priority on these older sets. Now, as we go down, we see that we have charms. You can just avoid these charms. You will go broke trying to buy charms from here to level up your gear. If you get into a pinch and you have, 15,000 conquest points, I don't know who has that much, but you might be able to come in and target some of these for an item that you really want. But at 90 each, that's a lot. That's a lot of conquest points. You have to do a bunch of battles just to get one charm. I don't think it's worth it. I think what you do is you make sure you buy your energy every day. Make sure you buy your molagora every week. Make sure you get your unknown slate once per season. If you have anything left over, you can decide where you want to spend that on this level 88 gear. The newer sets have better substats, makes more sense, and they start at a higher value, but the older substats or the older sets can give you access to things that you might not be able to farm at this time, or for things that you really need to help fill the gaps on some of the gear that you're missing. Now, some of you might have noticed that we have 2 shops here at the bottom. You might not have these, and I pray that you don't get these. This is a consolation shop. This is where you got super lucky. You pulled a Moonlight 5-star hero, but it was unlucky because you already had them, and now you get coins. Every single time that you pull a duplicate Moonlight hero, you will get 10 galaxy coins. When you get 40, you can choose the hero that you want and you will get them for free. Now, it rotates about every 30 days or so definitely wait for the hero that you want. This shop was put in to give you the avenue to get a hero that you love, a hero that you're going to have a great time playing with, a hero that's going to help you to play Epic 7 and have fun. That's why we're doing this, right? We want to have fun. Disappointment is there. You pull the duplicate, wait until you get 40. it might suck. You might be at 20, you might be at 30, and you really want a hero and you don't have that duplicate to pull. Wait. Don't get any of this other stuff. This stuff is not good. This is just for people who don't want to wait, or, I guess whales out there who have everybody. But definitely make sure that you're utilizing this shop for only getting heroes and get the ones that mean the most to you. And that will help you to enjoy playing your game. Covenant bookmarks is the same. If you pull a red, blue, green hero, which is what? Earth, fire, water, and you triple S them, so full imprint, your next pull, you will start to get Covenant coins. Now, by the time you get the shop even open, this means that either you're extremely lucky in getting one hero, or that you are pulling for imprints. And so, very likely, by the time you open this shop, you don't need it anymore, right? You will just get the heroes that you might be missing, or you might even decide to come down here and go for something else like molagora or whatever that you get. Now, you get, I think, 8 coins each time. So if you pull in a 5-star red, blue, green, and you might say 8 epic charms, that seems pretty legit. I'm thinking about it and it sounds good to me right now. I don't need a lot of these heroes, and so by the time I can even afford one of these, it's just not going to be worth it to me. Now, having said that, if you pull a hero out of here, let's say you have a triple SU Fiend and you pull a hero, she will not give you coins for pulling her out of this shop. You have to actually summon her in your summon area for you to get coins. As you can see, I only have 32, so it is what it is. I don't worry about this shop. By the time that you can even open it, you probably won't need it anyway, so it's all good. Some of you are watching this video and you have a burning question in your mind. How many times have I summoned this hero? Now, I know because I think the same thing. And you know what? They put a ton of detail into our hero menu, but they don't put anywhere on how many times you summon the hero. It makes no sense. I've clicked all these buttons, it's nowhere. But they did put it in the game and I found it. So let's go ahead and we're going to use Bomb Model Canna as an example. Now I summoned her one time and then she has an SS imprint, which means I have 2, 3, 4, 5 total times I've acquired Bomb Model Canna. She's only one from SSS. I'm not purposely trying for this, but I use her in expeditions and she does really well. So where do we find this information? We're going to go into our journal. We're going to go to our hero journal and we're going to look at her hero journal page. They put a ton of stuff here. We can look at her exclusive equipment, which does nothing for her. We can look at her imprints. We can even preview her skin or her stats. Now, you know me, I never buy skins, but if you have it or if you want it, it's right here. You can even look at the hero rating. What are other people saying? Well, you should probably skip this. They're only trolling anyway, so no point looking at that. You don't see it. Smilegate, the developers, they put it in the weirdest spot ever. They have this little itty bitty drop down arrow here, and if we click it, it says number of times acquired from a summons or summon tickets. 5. Now her gun's in the way. Guns always get in the way. But you can see the 5 there. Now what's important here is I know for a fact I've done every connection that's available in the game. Which means that it also includes the times that you acquire this hero from a connection. Summon tickets, like elemental tickets, and then connection as well will add up to your total amount. I have only pulled someone like Crow one time. So I know that I have 1 imprint on him and I pulled him once. So that gives me 2 total summons for my Crow. Now, if we go into like a Moonlight hero, I talked about Spez earlier. I have pulled Spez 5 times. That is the worst luck ever. I fully imprinted Spez to SSS only using Specimen Says as imprints. I'm not even lying. You can't even make that up. Who would make it up even if you could? I don't even use him. I gear him out just because he's a triple S. I can't even believe I'm saying that. Triple S. Moonlight Hero. AOL changed the game. I wanted her so bad. I didn't get her. Now I have a very high CP placeholder bookmark. He looks amazing. This is exactly how I look, you know, in real life. My hands don't glow. Oh, I mean, they don't. But everything else, spot on. I don't know how they got a picture of me to model out Specimen Says. Maybe that's why I pulled him so many times. I don't know. It's awful. I hope you don't have that kind of luck. But if you do and you want to know how many times you pulled, it's right there in your journal, hidden away. But we found it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video on our hidden shops, Conquest, Galaxy, and also Covenant. Good luck on your battles. Thank you so much for watching, and happy hunting.